Hello everyone, good afternoon. I hope you guys are doing great. So in this video I'm going to talk about on the process for KNB scholarship, how to apply for KNB scholarship, complete step-by-step process. I will not only talk about submit just an application, but discussion about what are the required documents needed for the scholarship and how every documents have the importance to get succeeded in this scholarship. For those who are visiting first time to my channel, my name is Imran Shakir. I'm from Pakistan. I'm a master's student in Telkom University, Indonesia, a KNB awardee in 2021 session. Before explaining further, I want to tell you about this KNB scholarship. KNB scholarship is an Indonesian government scholarships funded by Ministry of Education and Culture Indonesia, and it will cover all of your costs, your travel expenses, visas, tuition, medical insurance, and monthly allowance as well. So in the previous video I explained that KNB is going to announce for the 2024 session, and finally it's open now. So get ready and get prepared all of your documents. I will be here to help you out and explain what are the required documents and how you can apply for KNB scholarship. So let's get started. KNB scholarship is now one of the best scholarship, and that's why it's become so competitive each year. For this year, there are 170 seats for master students, and for bachelor's and PhD, there are 60 seats available. To get succeeded in the scholarship, you must complete all the required documents. For bachelor's, master's, and PhD, the basic documents are the same: your educational documents, your recommendation letter from previous university or high school, and medical and recommendation letter from embassy. So for the bachelor's, you have to work really hard on your motivation letter, which explain about your background, your achievements, and what do you want to study in your bachelor's. For master's students, you have to write a detailed study plan where you explain your study schedule and the department you choose to study, what is your background and research experience. And for PhD students, they have to take it really serious because their PhD position and selection depends on your research proposal and statement of purpose. For the statement of purpose, you have to really carefully explain that why do you want to do a PhD and why did you choose to do PhD in this university, the one you choose for your studies. And for the research proposal, it should be a combination with your supervisor and his future research directions. So your research should align with your supervisor, and then you will write a detailed research proposal including your topic, your methodology, and what are the result and output of your research work. So I will mention all the documents one by one and where you can get these documents. For educational one, you can get it from your school or your university or department. These are your transcript, degree, or mark sheets for high school students or applying for bachelor's. About the recommendation letters from your previous organizations, so either your school teacher or professor, they will give you recommendation letter. You will be needed 2 recommendation letter at least. For PhD students, you can also get recommendation letter from a supervisor which you choose to study in Indonesia, the university you choose to study in Indonesia. So you have to contact the supervisor through email and ask them about the recommendation or the acceptance letter for your application. So further, you can work with him in the lab or in research project. You can also use the recommendation letter from your organization if you are working in a department or a company. So you can ask your manager or supervisor, they will give you a recommendation letter. Apart from that, For the medical fitness certificate, you can go to any government or private hospital and just do a basic checkup about your blood pressure, health, and height and weight and these basic things. So you will be needed that as well. And also in the portal, there's a new requirement in the previous year I saw is about the COVID-19 certification. If you have done vaccination, you can easily get your certification from your own country. The other important required document is the recommendation letter from embassy. Without this recommendation letter, you cannot apply to this scholarship and your application won't be processed further. To do that, you have to check a consulate or Indonesian embassy in your own country and email them officially. It will be better if you do it from Monday till Friday in the morning time, office working hours. So ask them, email them that you're applying for KNB scholarship and you needed a recommendation letter. They will mention some documents or basic some procedure and ask for the documents you have to submit to them, and you will get easily within 1 week your recommendation letter. One of the most important requirements, English language proficiency certificates. So for those who are from the background where English is their official language for education and their native language, they don't have to present any proof of English. But mostly students are from developing country, so they have to show the proof of English language proficiency either through IELTS, TOEFL, or TOEIC certificate. But some of the students cannot afford, so there are two types of TOEFL certificates. One is IBT and one is ITP. IBT is expensive, have $220 fees, but the other one, ITP, it have only at least around $40 fee for the certificate, and it's really easy to get. You can simply apply and do a test, and within a week you will get your certification. So some of the students think that this is not important, but it's play a really important role because in the previous year they prefer and they select those students who have IELTS or any other English language proficiency certificate, because some of the students they just present that their education was in English, but it's not enough because I told you competition is tough and mostly students have really good documents and they have every single requirement completed for application, so they are eligible and they will prefer the one who have all the required documents. Now I'm going to talk about some strategies, and listen very carefully. This will help you a lot, especially for the bachelor students to get selected, because for bachelors and PhD the seats are very limited, so you have to think really carefully about it. This year they added more universities to the list, so for the bachelor students, when you search for universities for your field, for your department and faculty, look for those universities which are newly added and only provide bachelor studies under KNB scholarship. So when you apply to them, because this is their first year of selection students under KNB scholarship, they might prefer you and they will select you. If your all documents are completed and this is their first year, you will get selected easily. But you have to really work on this thing. Search carefully all the universities. Search about subject which is perfect for you, which you want to study. And third, look for them if they only provide bachelors, to choose only those universities, not the high ranking one if you are not sure about your profile. For the PhD as well, some of the universities are providing PhD, so choose the one which provide a really good subject according to you, your research and your preference. For the master students, if you are sure about yourself, you can apply at almost all the universities because they provide all the subjects in every field. You can apply simply. But some of the students, they have really weak profiles, maybe their education background is not strong, maybe their experience is not that much, or maybe they are lacking some documents due to some reason maybe. So you can choose those universities which are not in the high ranking. You can go for the universities which are newly added this year, either universities which are not in really top ranking, just middle universities. Simply you can choose and apply to them, because this will increase your chance to get selected. You can also apply to those universities which only offer master. So in this way you will get selected so easily. So these are the strategies you have to think really carefully. And it's not about just getting selected in this way, but it will also help you choose the subject which is perfectly aligned with your academic background. So guys, I explained almost everything about the required documents and how you can apply for KNB scholarship. Maybe I'm missing something, so I am going to put the KNB website link in the description, where you can find the guidebook where they explain everything in detail, even the list of the universities, their links, their context, and also the subject offer in those universities. And they even mention this year that which universities are providing which subjects, and for bachelor's, master's, and PhD in each category. So they make things really easier for you. Now, thank you guys for watching the video. If you still have any questions and queries, you can ask in the comments, or either contact me on my Instagram and my social media. I will put the link in the description. So see you in the next video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep in touch for the other video I will be making on the test procedure and how you can go through them and how can you get really good score. And also I'll be sharing about the interview tips. Thank you and see you soon.